everyone. My name is Sarah Schickman. I'm the managing partner here at Lengea Law, and this video is about how to start an IV hydration business legally and compliantly in California. Here at Lengea Law, we work with a lot of different healthcare businesses, a lot of IV hydration businesses, med spas, physician practices, mental health practices, dental offices. And before starting this firm, I was actually the general counsel and a co-founder of a big med spa chain. So we have lots of experience here, both on the operation side and on the legal side. And joining me today is our California counsel, Lauren Sullivan, who has a tremendous amount of experience in healthcare law, and I'll let her introduce herself.
Hi, yes, as Sarah said, I'm Lauren Sullivan, and I'm the California licensed of counsel here at Lengea Law. I've been practicing law with a California license for about 15 years, and I've spent all of that time focusing on healthcare law, both in the government and private sectors.
Awesome. And here at Lengea, we've worked on a lot of IV hydration startups together. We've worked on dozens of companies starting from scratch, really with an idea, and help people make it happen from the legal perspective. So I guess before we get into the legal stuff, what is an IV hydration business? For those people who are listening who may not know.
So an IV hydration business is a business where patients go in and they get an IV, like an intravenous IV to have hydration, oftentimes with specific add-ons for various health and wellness concerns administered.
Got it. And how is IV hydration regulated in California?
So because IV hydration has to be ordered and prescribed by a physician, it's considered the practice of medicine in California and has to be provided through a physician's professional corporation as the business entity that's providing the services.
And tell us a little bit more, like what is a physician's professional corporation?
So a physician's professional corporation is the corporation, like the legal entity that the physician uses to run the physician's business. So it's like a regular corporation, only it's formed to provide services that have to be performed by a licensed professional. So in this case, a licensed physician.
And then for all of our clients who are nurses, how is that structured? Tell us about the whole MSO, MSA thing.
So California, along with about half of the other states in the United States, follows a doctrine called the prohibition on the corporate practice of medicine. What that means is that a business that's providing medical services has to be owned by a physician. However, a registered nurse or other licensed health professional or someone that would want to be involved in an IV hydration business can form what's called a management services organization, or MSO, which is a business entity that's formed for the purpose of operating the business side of an IV hydration business.
Got it. So a registered nurse can get involved in this kind of business in California, but they would definitely need to have an MSO.
Correct.
Okay. And is an MSO something that we could help people with?
Yes, we help people form MSOs and draft the contract between the MSO and the medical director professional corporation, which is called a management services agreement for clients every day.
And sometimes people come to us and they say like, oh, I found a template on the internet, or I got one from my friend, or my medical director provided me like a contract. Should people just sign those without having a lawyer look at them? And what are some of the consequences of doing it that way?
No, we would highly recommend not doing it that way for a lot of reasons. The first reason would be because, the template you get off the internet, for example, might not actually comply with California law. And then if you're operating an IV hydration business in a way that doesn't comply with California law, in the case of a registered nurse, like you could get in trouble with the Board of Nursing, and it could affect your nursing license, which is obviously very serious. Another pitfall, like let's say a medical director just hands you a contract and says to sign. Obviously the medical director's interests don't fully align with yours, so it's important to have a contract drafted and or reviewed by attorneys that have your interests at the forefront of their minds.
Got it. Yeah, so have an attorney representing you as opposed to
Right.
just taking a contract from someone else.
Exactly.
And how long does it typically take from the legal side to form this kind of IV hydration business in California?
So from the legal side, it can take about 4 to 6 weeks from conception to having the full legal structure in place. If we have to form an MSO and professional corporation for the parties involved.
Okay, so that's pretty fast. It's not, it's not like several months, 4 to 6 weeks is pretty good.
Yeah, it's a fairly straightforward process as long as we keep moving and getting all the information we need.
And would you say that starting an IV hydration business in California is very complex, or it's somewhat straightforward, or it could be different? Like, we have a lot of clients who come to us and say, like, would you recommend starting this business, or is it hard? Like, what do you say to that? Based on the different clients that you've helped?
So I'd say that it seems a lot more complicated than it is if you're trying to figure out the laws and regulations yourself without consulting with an attorney. But here at Lengea Law, we specialize in helping clients start these type of businesses, and we do it every day and can provide the advice that makes the process go much more smoothly and simply than it otherwise would.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I think we try to make it as simple as possible for people to really then for them to focus on the business. If someone doesn't
Yeah.
have a medical director, can we help them find one?
Yeah, so if somebody does not have a medical director in mind, we would provide a referral to the medical directors that we've worked with in the past, and then the client can then contact those medical directors to see if one is interested in working with them on the IV hydration business.
Okay, perfect. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to me about this. How can people reach out, and do you offer free consultations?
Yeah, so one of my favorite parts of this job, honestly, is doing the free consultations because it's so fun to meet with people and hear their business ideas. And people can sign up for a free consultation on our website. And then through that, you'll meet with one of our attorneys and, discuss your vision for your business, and we'll advise on, the best membership option that meets your needs.
Awesome, thank you. And at the end of this video, we're going to put up our other ways to contact us, which is our email, which is team@lengealaw.com. And if you guys have any questions, yeah, reach out to Lauren or me, and we'd love to help you. And it's fun seeing people be successful and be a small part of that journey.
Sure, it was so great talking to you today.
Thank you.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.